What's up, guys? You seal flipping motherfuckers, man. You guys are in for a treat today, man. I'm telling you this right now. This is an interesting game. This is probably one of my best games ever. You ever have one of those games where everything goes right? This is one of them, all right? I got my lucky scarf on. Check that out. Lucky scarf. Got the hat. I'm ready for a good game, all right? We're gonna fly through this one. This is me playing Thresh. This is ranked solo queue. Just at the top of bronze 1. I know I'm a noob, but like I said, I've literally just started playing ranked. Bronze 1. This win, I win this game and I actually get to the promotion games for silver. So I'll have those to show as well. I am leaning with an Ashe who seems to be pretty confident, but it's not the best. Long story short, this is a very brutal lane game and an amazing late game for us. We get our ass kicked in the lane, but we fucking dominate. So let's get right into it. We start doubles, double G's, dub golems. Pretty standard, although she takes a bit too many hits. I don't really know. I told her to let me take all the damage because I'd prefer have her, full health so she could not worry about getting poked. But one way or the other, we are laning against a Sivir and a Leona. Now the Leona, I view Leona as a threat, a perennial threat, no matter what game, who I'm playing, who we're against, who we have, or anything. I always view them as a threat. And I don't know if it's just because they literally don't have support other than aggression. That's all they can do. And this one does not play it well. Let's put it that way. Obviously, this is bronze for a reason. But this person is... she does all right. Right there is probably the best example. I save her, though. She flashes anyway, so she's good. But the Leona is not amazing, long story short. But the Sivir plays well and does a lot of damage with her fucking, sling boomerang shit that she does. It's pretty wild. But so here's first blood. Check it out. Boom! Look at that. Missed with the lantern, but who gives a fuck? Lantern's the shield on her. That's the only reason she survived that. Sivir would have hit her. Did you see that shit? Sivir would have fucking hit her with that boomerang shit and killed her. And that Thresh lantern, man. That Thresh lantern. You're going to see some Thresh lanterns tonight, man. That is for damn sure. It is fucking hot as shit with this scarf on, man. I'm about to take this shit off. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. But anyway, waiting for her to come back in the lane. Throw a ward down in that bush. We're playing right under the tower, so I feel like it's not too necessary. We're going to kind of go through fast through this lane phase. That's one thing I didn't realize. That her buff thing, her ability, prevents me from... Oh, the fucking car alarm. You hear that shit? Her ability prevents me from grabbing her. Okay, it happens multiple times throughout this lane phase. Wasn't aware of that when we started, but obviously it makes sense. Later on, the Cho'Gath gets the item that does the same thing. And I have trouble grabbing him as well, but I figure something out around that. So at this point, it's pretty stable. She's only warded once. And in fact, at the current moment, Leona only has... when she started, she only had a green ward. And that was it. I think she had 2 green wards, and she had no purple. So I played a bit aggressive, but what should I be doing in that situation? Should I be pressing? Should I be trying to, ward bait them to make her use her ward? Or I don't know. I'm not really sure, but I feel like the Leona is probably not very good at this game. Doesn't know exactly what she's doing. So here I go. I go clear her ward. Nothing too, too high rated there. Just going to clear that ward because I knew she put it down there. I saw she used one. Probably a good guess, to be honest with you. The Elise is here at this point. I did not realize this. And in fact, I don't even remember exactly what comes out of this. Oh yeah, we grab her, and here comes the Elise. Yeah, I didn't even realize the Elise was here at first. But yeah, I'm pretty sure she gets the kill here. That was a good play on my part. I feel like I had a really good game. At this point, the Elise comes, try to kill the Ashe. I exhaust her, try to bait her towards me. The Ashe runs in the bush, clicks my lantern, gets in the bush, and tries to get a few shots in on, I believe, the Leona, who was almost dead. I want to see that again real quick. Yeah, here we go. Just slow it down. Let's see this. Yeah, okay, so there you go. I exhaust her. She would get away, but she decides to go back and try to get the kill because she thinks it's her only option, and she doesn't get the kill. At this point in chat, I mean, this is a pivotal role and a pivotal part in the lane phase, right? I'm trying to tell her, you know, it's all right. It's not a big deal. Like, it might have been a mistake, but it's whatever. Because I feel like in solo queue, you have to be that. You have to be that vocal leader. You have to say, "Don't worry about it, man. We got this." And I'm pretty sure at this point I type, "Don't worry, guys. We got this bottom lane, man. We're about to own this bottom lane. They are struggling to keep up." And I said that. I literally said that word for word. They are struggling to keep up. And then I look, and the Sivir is just way ahead in farm. And you'll see what happens shortly. We absolutely we lose the lane. That is, there's no doubt about it. We lose the lane phase. So there I vision, because I don't want her to have any type of advantage. Is that a good option? I don't know. I feel like the Leona really didn't have a good ward presence, so I didn't feel too pressured. It may not have been the best idea, but here is, you'll see exactly. Yeah, this is just terrible play on my part. The Twisted Fate comes in, but isn't very... doesn't do a lot of damage early. We're not able to get anything here. I missed the hook. Ashe is almost dead, so we're kind of playing conservative. Yeah, here I clear another ward. I did not actually know that she warded there. I wasn't paying attention, I guess. But luckily, I do get it. At this point, it looks like the Twisted Fate's just trying to push the advantage. The Elise, or yeah, Zed is the one who's mid. And now we see Zed coming. Okay, Zed, thanks to my tri-bush ward, we know Zed's there. I push him back. He doesn't expect it. He must not have realized it's warded. But look at who's fucking dead. Ashe is very close to death, and now she is dead. And TF is down as well. Luckily, Jax comes into the rescue, but it is 4 versus 1 at this point, as I am essentially out of mana. All I have is one hook. I use it, but I don't land the knockback or the pushback, whatever that is. So the Jax, unfortunately, is kind of just chilling out here. Let's fast forward a bit. Lane phase is pretty dull, to be honest with you. But I do have one question before we go anywhere. When you lose your lane phase as a support, like when your lane has lost and the AD carry has not gotten any kills, I think she got like 1 kill. Let's see. Yeah, she's a 1 for 2 right now, and we are 10 minutes deep. So what do you do as a support? Like, what is the best option? Should we be aggressively warding to try to like pick off a kill or perhaps prevent any other deaths, or I don't know. What is the best option? I really don't know. Here's another peculiar thing. Yeah, here we go. Get another death. See, she's just not playing well, and I'm not playing well either. I dropped down the box, and it doesn't really... I don't even think anybody even walked in it, so pretty useless. One thing I did want to bring up, though. See this? What the fuck is up with this? I could see... I remember when this happened. They put one down. Mine was already in there, obviously, and they didn't clear it. Are they noobs? Which is, I guess, possible. Or what? Like, can they not see it? I swear I've done this before, where I ward this bush, and you can't actually see wards in the bush sometimes. Is there some bug with it? I don't know. Does anybody have any idea what that's about? Let me know in the comments. But otherwise, I'm just trying to keep this tower alive. It does not go well. They have a very sizable chunk of that tower's damage up. Now, this is another thing that pissed me off here. Watch this shit. This Jax is sitting here. And this is why I fucking hate solo queue. Watch this shit. Watch what I do. Throw it on the lantern. Come on, Jaxie. Let's go, buddy. Come on. Come on. You could jump. You could... Oh, you're just going to stand there. He's still fucking just standing there. Like, why? Oh, what? I don't even want to know. I don't even know. That's why I hate solo queue. The guy's not a bad player, though. He does very well late game. But at this point, I do not realize the Elise is here. The Jax is still creeping, though. I think this is where he finally actually decides to do something. I visioned it. We see that they're in there. There's the Elise. Oh, look at this grab. Look at this grab. Look at this grab. Oh, but nothing comes of it. She flashes. She does get the kill, but he's going to die as well, so it's a trade. Yo, the Leona's going to get away. Here comes Twisted Fate. Going to do some shit. Way too far away. They were expecting it, and the Twisted Fate is just not going to get anything out of it. I think at this point, the Ashe is starting to get a bit frustrated. Ashe is now 1 for 3. And Twisted Fate is kind of stealing the farm, pushing the lane. I think Ashe says some things like, yeah, like he keeps throwing the blue card at her. And she's like, why only blue card noob or some shit like that? And he's like, because I never get any blues. So it starts getting a bit, you know, on edge, right? We start getting a bit on edge. So I say, listen, we got this shit, man. I literally say this. I'm pretty sure it's right around this time. I wish you could, I guess you can't actually turn chat on in the little replay. I turned it on, but nobody's talking, so I don't know what that's about. But at this point in the game, I believe... Here, look at this play. Look at this play. That guy's about to click that lantern and get the fuck out. That's why I fucking play Thresh, man, because that is more valuable than any other support ability in the game, in my opinion. Anyway, at this point, I literally type out, I say, guys, don't worry. Keep pushing, man. We got this. We have the better late game team. And I don't know if that's true or not. I really don't know enough about this game to say if it is or not. But when I said that, I wouldn't say I got a positive response from everyone, but people started playing better. They really did. They were like, you're right, just keep chucking away, you know what I mean? And this is a great game. It really turns out to be a great game. So there we go. Fucking throw it on the lantern. Jax finally clicks it. He uses a stun. There's nobody there. He jumps on him. Jax is in trouble. The Elise is fucking like hopping around. This is about to be very, 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 very bad. I have no mana. I have no abilities up. TF's dead. Fucking Ashe is already dead. Oh, there goes TF. I throw it on the lantern, but it's just way too late for him. And I am now dead after 3 other teammates of mine have just pieced. Ugh, life and death situations there. So that is it for the tower. It's gone. RIP tower. And that's it. That's not good.
Purple team has slain the dragon.
That's pretty much it for our lane phase. And now the fun begins. We'll try to get through this a bit quicker. It's probably going to be a long video. So I ward there. I want to keep that type of thing going. I ward there. I wasn't sure where she has been warding. As I said, looking at the Leona's build right now, all she has is a Sightstone. So she still has no purples. Or pinks or whatever the fuck you call them. At this point, missed that. Did nothing there. It's about to get really interesting really quick though. But still, I haven't really aggressively warded much yet. I'm trying to do some now. I don't have my lantern up there. I probably could have saved his life, but he gets that kill one way or the other. So I throw a ward there. Like I said in the last video, I feel like that is a really good place to ward. Would you not agree? A vision, at least, because it seems like people are always throwing it down in there, and it's obviously a pivotal place. Like, it's one of the only ways. It's how you enter this area, right, from that side. So do you guys think that's a good idea? If not, please let me know where is a good idea. I always like to ward there as well, but I didn't have any extra visions. I think I go back now to get some, but at that point I just threw down a sight just to get some views. Now, unfortunately, part of this match is, I feel like a reason that we almost lost this game is because people did not pay attention to the vision and the sight I was giving them. And I honestly feel like I played a really, really good game. If you look now on the map, the mini map, you see there's a lot of wards out. I feel like I did a really good job distributing them. Ultimately, I don't know. Just a tough game up until, like, we are losing right now. It is 8-15, and it feels like a loss. They have every one of our front row towers. Actually, no, the Riven's playing well. Let's check in on the Riven. The Riven is playing well. At this point, the Riven is 0-1 with 1 assist. So, yeah, he's pretty neutral at this point. He's done a decent job. The game has yet to begin, though, to be honest with you. It turns into a fucking awesome game. And at this point, we're kind of just trying to make stuff happen. They're farming, doing a bit of, you know, the normal stuff here. Now, this is probably one of the more pivotal roles. At this point in the game, we honestly could not have done anything right. And here is where it really starts to begin, that we start going in the right direction. We start playing well as a team. Me and the TF really, really jive. And this guy, he does everything he can, and I do everything I can. And we work awesome together. I land the hook there, but nobody has a stun, so she flashes and she's out. Sivir is pushing bottom at this point. Probably not a good thing. Like I said, we really feel like a loss is coming. I honestly don't know. So that's another question I have for you guys, like, who have been playing this game for a long time. What am I supposed to do when it's like, look at this. Like, this guy's getting his ass kicked. Ugh. when it feels like a loss, what are you supposed to do? Like, we are losing. We're down 11-16. They've won all their lanes. I just don't know what to do. I honestly don't. I feel like you're demoralized, and especially as a support, like, when do I ward where? Does it change? Does it change based on the game? Like, if we're winning or losing, or I'm up, or I haven't died yet, or what? But it's just it's a tough concept because, like I said, I did my best. I tried to keep wards in their jungle. I tried to make, I think, so there's a good example. You know, they're here at this tower. Now, this is a very, very important part of this game. You're going to see what happens here. See this tower? This tower survives at like 1 health. And we get what begins our dominance, to be honest with you. That was probably the first legitimate team skirmish that we've encountered that we actually do a really, really, really good job of. And it really starts our dominance. And I can't say this enough. I feel like that tower not dying was the advantage we needed. They obviously would have got a better push on mid. They would have gotten some gold out of it. But instead, we kind of draw, like, we kind of get back in the game because of that. We got them off that. They were trying to get that tower. We didn't let them. Oh, I hooked this. Look at this shit. That spider's fucked. Zed's going wild, though. I throw it on the box. The box does some damage. Managed to keep the Jax alive, but he dies from Ignite, it looks like. Jax gets a double kill, but one way or the other, I feel like this is what we're starting to come out on top. Me, the TF, the Riven, we're playing really, really well right now. And all I could say again is that tower surviving on like 1% health has really turned the tides for this game. And there's another example of that shield. I guess I know it's happening, but it's probably a good thing that I'm doing it anyway, because, you know, if I'm not doing it, somebody else's spell is going to get negated if they don't use it properly. But it's pretty funny. Yeah, just misses me. She's probably pretty upset about that. But this is where the game is starting to heat up, man. So let's get make this happen a bit quicker. Okay, here we go. We're getting together for a team fight. They're doing dragon. Yeah, they've just got dragon. So I'm continuing to ward. Like I said, this spot seems like a really, really suitable spot for me. I'm also trying to keep vision around this area, although I have none now. Put a vision in that bush just in case there's something here. At the dragon, might want to clear it out anyway. Throw a few visions down just to be safe. It looked like I did not know. Nobody actually knew that dragon was up as my wards had expired on it. But here's another. Yep. So I honestly did not even know she was there, but I threw down a sight ward. Could have been disastrous. We'll head over to this part of the game for now. In terms of this part, as I said, I'm just trying to keep vision and sight down as much as possible. I got some wards there. I got a ward there. It's probably going to help us in the long run. But I still don't really know as a support what I'm meant to do. Obviously, this is low, bronze 1 or whatever, about to be silver, so I don't know what people at higher elo do or whatever, but I feel like I'm doing a decent job. I feel like this is a really strong game for me, and you'll see why very shortly. So here we go. They initiate. The TF flashes out of that, probably saves his life. Don't know why he goes back in, but he does. I go in, throw it on the box. They get split up a bit because of it. Everybody's slowed. TF's tossing cards. Hits that dude with the yellow. Look at this. The Jax is about to peace out. Does he get away? Doesn't look like it. Meanwhile, they're all over TF, and I'm trying to do what I can to save him, but I can't. Just can't get him alive. But shortly, you will see why that I have a really good game with him. This is happening. I throw it on the lantern to get some sight. I feel like that's a very important part. Don't actually have to use a ward. You can throw it on the lantern, get some sight in the bush. Definitely a good thing. I remember this part in the game. As I'm going to ward here, the Ashe actually chides the Riven again a bit. Or no, it's the other way around. The TF chides the Ashe, and Ashe says what was wrong there. And Riven apparently wasn't in position for the fight and blaming her or something like that. So I don't know. But here's another one of those exchanges. I feel like this happens a lot in these games where there's just like 1v1 exchanges. And if I'm in the right position at the right time, I can make them into a positive effort, and if I'm not, I can't help at all. So right there, I literally did nothing because I was trying to recall I didn't think there was going to be anything that we had to do now. Here we go. I juke that. This is where it starts all over again. Ashe comes up, shoots the Frost. I fucking land that shit, man. That is the best feeling in the world, but she does flash, and she doesn't get away, but we start another team fight when we're not really in preparation for it. TF's bottom. I did not realize this at the time. And here we go. We get stuck in the Cho'Gath's ability, but I throw down the lantern. Probably saved the Ashe's life there. She ulties. Look at this shit. Look at this. Turn the tide on this fight. Fight is turning around. TF, he recognizes there's actually a fight going on. Jax might die here. I'm not sure, but no, he survives. He gets the stun off on the Cho'Gath. Probably saves his life. Picking up some souls. And here's the TF. Watch what he does with it. This is going to be crazy. I don't know if he actually does anything. I'm just being overly dramatic. But yeah. Another diffused team fight. But once again, I feel like I did an awesome job there. I managed to keep the Ashe alive with the shield. I knocked away the Cho'Gath in the beginning, and I hooked the Sivir that started the whole thing. That was I honestly think that was a pro move. So right there, ward saves that. That ward, I put that shit down, and if it wasn't for that ward, they wouldn't have got that kill. I think that's a really good example of how I'm getting better at this game, and perhaps aggressively warding really does make a difference. But I still, at this point, I still don't really know how or when to do it. When's the best time? Where's the best places? If you guys have any tips, I'd love to hear them, man. I really would. So another small skirmish about to happen. Jax, that bush is warded, buddy. I don't think he knows that. I don't even know that at this point. Somebody else threw that ward down. I did not throw that. I always put a ward in that bush. Clear hers out. Once again, this Leona is just, I think she bought like one vision ward the whole game, and that's about it. Ribbon is doing red. I throw it on that, but he's already gone away. We could see Elise, but we're not sure where she is at this point. So we don't want to really do anything. I throw it on a ward here because it looks like they're about to try to do something crazy, but they don't. In fact, I don't really know what she does at all here. But she gets caught out, that's for sure. Throw it on the grip. Look at that grip, man. That hook is crazy mode. This is probably a waste of some of my abilities. I use exhaust, and then we use the arrow, and I throw it on the box at the same time. Definitely didn't need to use both of those, but I wasn't aware that she was going to do it. So I wasted my ulti likely. Hers is probably a better option there anyway. But either way, came out with a kill. And like I said, we've crawled back into this. We got our ass kicked in the lane phase. Do you understand that? That is a huge deal, and we are crawling back into this. And I honestly feel like it's partially because of me. This guy's bitching about blue the whole time. So here's another thing that I did. I feel like that helped the team out a lot. Nobody wants to help him with blue because he's bitching about it the whole game, how he's never gotten any. So I said, fuck it. I'll go help him with blue. And this is where he and I kind of develop a mutual respect for each other. And you'll see it really, really comes to a head in probably another 5-6 minutes worth of this game. But we'll speed this up a bit. The fight happens here. Not much going on. They do engage, but I guess I'm going to ward. Probably not the best idea looking back on it. The Jax dies here. I throw it on the lantern. I grip. I get to Leona at least, but probably didn't do anything. TF's out. He's about to throw some cards. Yeah, he doesn't really do anything here either. Stuns that, but he's going to die as well. Ashe probably didn't really even need to do that. I throw it on the lantern hoping to save him, but I do not. And me and Ashe are the only survivors of that little skirmish, while it was 4 versus 5, obviously. So what can you expect with that? But that doesn't go well. So at this point, the tide's kind of turned again. Like I said, we were really crawling back into this game. And now it's about to get fucking brutal again. So I'm going to put the hat back on. You know what I mean? Things aren't going as we like them. They're going to do dragon. I don't know this because I have no wards. None down at the time. Didn't really get a chance. But I did put a ward there. And then I have this one over here. So that's another thing I struggle to do. When team fights are happening, I feel like wards are really important after the team fight is over, especially if it doesn't result in an ace. Especially from the other side, obviously. If we don't ace them, there's some people walking around. And I feel like if I had wards strategically placed, we can finish up the team and get the kill. The ace for the whole team. But I don't know when to like back out of a team fight and go start warding. Do you guys have a... Does anybody know anything about that better than I do? I'm sure you do, but I don't know. So we're back into it. Another little skirmish about to happen. These kind of things I always develop, probably more in these low elo than anything, where it's kind of just like one guy kind of like taunting, almost baiting, just kind of standing there, trying to draw some attention. And instead, they kind of retaliate by just kind of playing very defensive, just chilling. They don't really do anything, but more stuff's about to pop off. So let's see where I'm at here. Yep, grab him, but he's got that buff, that fucking item as well, just like Sivir's ability. I try to throw down the lantern there to save any damage from going out, but it doesn't work. Too far away. That's obviously the mirror of the other side, so I throw down a vision in there. Nah, this Leona's really just not warding though. Like, yeah, all she has is a regular sightstone at this point. So, yeah, things are about to happen though. About to happen. So I throw a ward down in there. Here we go, grip her, but she used that fucking ability again, man. I guess that's a counter to Thresh, isn't it? Throw it on the box. Those two get separated. This is where it's popping off. Look at this shit, man. This is it. I throw it on the lantern, get some damage, knocking him back, trying to keep him CC'd a bit. Riven dies, but gets a double kill before that happens. Lantern saving lives. Look how much that shield's for nowadays. That's just redonkulous. Ashe is up there, throwing that E, the hawk shot. This is probably, I feel like nobody. Yeah, here we go. Check this out. Twisted Fate. He portaled in. Didn't think that she was gonna do that. So I try to grip, but I terribly misguide it. She goes in the bush, so I try to get ahead of her. At this point, I'm probably lining up another grip, but I know I missed this one as well. And then here is where I feel like I redeem myself. She's going to go in that bush, trying to break sight so we can't kill her. Throw the lantern down, TF sees her. Easy kill. You know what I mean? She was trying to juke, trying to make some plays happen, but nah. The lantern is just too overpowered. It really is. And I can't say that enough. I really feel like if it was between Thresh and any other champion for me as support right now, Thresh is the way to go, and there's just no doubt about it. He's inherently tanky. He does so much shit. He can grip, he can knock back, and that lantern provides sight, provides defense, and provides another out for somebody who probably doesn't have an escape up. But at this point, it looks like, I don't know what they're trying to do. These people are literally just standing there. That Leona is literally just standing there. So I vision that to make sure she can't see what we're doing. It looks like they're trying to like set up a Baron or something. I don't know what she's doing, but meanwhile the Riven is doing shit. He trades, kills the Zed, but the Cho'Gath kills him. Jax goes in. Where am I? I'm coming from the side. Throw it on the lantern, save some lives. Probably not. I grip the Leona, doesn't do much. Throw it on the box. I save TF here probably from some damage from Cho'Gath. He's kind of now out of position. He's losing the battle, so he's going to run. Meanwhile, Jax is doing Jax, you know what I mean? He's stunning and jumping around, going crazy. And TF, once again, just trying to do some crazy shit. That was a really good play from the Cho'Gath. Probably saves his life. If Jax gets him, it's probably over, though, which he does. And he barely survives it. And I'm on my way up because I realize that there's probably more to come, which there absolutely is. The Elise is up there now. Jax is trying to get away. And watch this. This is another really good play for me. I put down the lantern. We see her. She's going to charge me. Jax is going to jump in. But the TF ultimately gets the kill, and Jax is not even going to assist. So I guess he was a bit late. But that's an example right there. Like, do you agree or do you not agree? That lantern is so fucking good. It's ridiculous. In that situation, the only way I would have gotten sight there is if I face checked or put down a ward. 75 gold for that? I don't know if it's worth it. I throw it on the lantern and don't have to do either. How good is that, man? It really makes me think that this is the best. You know, this is absolutely the best in the game. Now, I'm pretty sure we're getting close to what I think is probably one of the best plays I've ever developed. I know it's me and the TF, and we're essentially alone. And this is where that brother to brother bond develops, where we make a mess out of this fucking fight, yet I manage to save him, and he's very appreciative. Let's put it that way. He says, "You must be smurfing, huh?" I'm like, nah, I'm a fucking noob, man. I really am. I just get a bit lucky, I think. One of those games, though, like I said at the beginning, it really is just one of those games where nothing can go wrong. I probably make a huge mistake here. I go back, and they do not. They either don't realize I haven't gone back, or they just don't give a fuck because they engage. Guardian Angel saves Zed. but he dies anyway. Double kill from Jax, but then Jax goes down. TF kind of hanging out in the back. The Riven's doing work, but I don't know if he can make it happen. Still 2 kills left. People are saying time to get back, and I could probably agree. Everybody's pinging them pings, you know. Yeah. All right, so I'm back. Late to the party. I probably, you know, we could have won that if I was actually there. I could have easily used my ultimate to slow the escapers. Unfortunately, those spiders make it really difficult for me to grip Elise. That's probably a counter. Like if you were to counter, talk about counters, that was probably one of them. Elise and Sivir really have my number in this game, though. They make it really difficult for me to grip. And same with Cho'Gath. Now that I don't know if he picked up that fucking, I don't even know what that ability's called, but that like blue shield thing. That, you see that right there? That blue shield where it stops the next damage, the magic damage that he takes. He probably picks it up because he doesn't want to grip by me, but I don't know why you would. I mean, it's not that serious, but this is it right here. This is absolutely it. TF manages to get the spider, but he doesn't realize the Leona is coming until it's too late. I shield him, okay? He's almost dead. He gets the spider. He uses his Zanya's or whatever that shit's called. He gets out. I dropped the box. This Leona is about to kill him. I grip her so she can't kill him. I throw it on the lantern to save him. Got the shield, and that's just, I mean, it really is. I have to look at it again because it is probably one of the best plays I've ever at least contributed to, if not created. Where is he? Let's fast forward till we get up there. But as soon as yeah, here we go. Okay, so watch this. Let's pause it. So at this point, there are 2 people recalling in the bush. Okay? He's trying to make something out of nothing here. I have warded that. I've warded that. So that's, once again, I feel like I should get an assist for that alone. I have warded that bush, and he sees that. So he goes in and tries to stop them from recalling and do a bit of damage. Now let's let it pan out from here. So he gets the spider. The Cho'Gath gets away. We don't see the Leona coming until it's too late. Obviously, she's already there. I throw my hook, and I grab the spider. Probably a huge part in this battle because it prevents her from doing a bit more damage, and he gets a bit more damage on her. Now, he's going to come out of that stun, and he's going to just unload on the spider. He's going to get her, and he's going to do a lot of damage to her, but he's also going to take a lot of damage back. He finishes her off and pops Zonya's, if I remember correctly, if that's the name of it. Now, meanwhile, the Zed's coming, so we are fucked. We are in serious trouble here, and we don't know what to do. So I drop the box to slow the Zed from getting in. He hits him with one of his abilities, and it does, you know, it lands, but he survives just on a fraction of health. The yellow card's on the Zed, so the Zed is stunned. Leona flashes. All it's going to take is a melee. I promise you that. Watch this as it develops. All it's going to take is a melee, and she doesn't get close enough because I land the hook and prevent her from catching up to him. At this point, the lantern comes back off cooldown. I throw it on him to make sure he doesn't take any incidental damage and die from it. The Jaxes come in. Ashe is arrowed. It's like a symphony, isn't it? Like, I could hear romantic, beautiful music in the background because I honestly feel like I have done my job as a support, and it was a flawless thing. It went exactly how we wanted it to go. And at this point, kill the Leona, obviously. I don't even have to be a part of that. I guess the red buff ticking on her gets him the kill. I don't even know. But at this point, he says to me, he says, "Thank you all." And I said, "Great work, TF. I did everything I could to save you there." And he says, You're an awesome support. Word for word, he says, "You're an awesome support. You must be smurfing, huh?" And I didn't even respond to that because I didn't want to tell the guy that later he's going to be featured in a video where I talk about how bad I am at this game. Yet I do have one miraculous game. So another hook there. That's pretty much it for this game. We win. The tides have completely turned in our favor. It's hard to believe this is even the same game from when we started, but another example where the lantern is just overpowered. The only reason he was even able to jump to her right there was because I had the sight in that bush. Didn't have to waste a ward. Didn't have to body check it. Jax gets another kill. But from there on, it's pretty standard affair. We'll finish up the game, but while we do, what do you guys think, man? You think... I feel like this is probably one of the best games I could ever have. Like, I think I did a good job warding. I think I did a good job saving my team. Lane phase we did terrible in, though. To be honest, I did terrible. I didn't do a very good job in lane phase, and the Ashe was even worse. So, what should we do? When you lose the lane, what should I do as a support? Where do we go from there? Because at that point, we were so behind. I honestly had, like, no items. I had the Philosopher's Stone and, like, the Health Charm, whatever this shit's called. What's it called? Emblem of Valor. That's it. That's all I had at that point. And then wards. I had 2 visions and 2 greens. And I tried to keep 2 visions and 2 greens on me at all times. And that was it. And we were so behind. I honestly didn't know if we could come back. I didn't know how we would come back if we did come back. But we grounded out. And this is, you know, this is the game. This is League of Legends. It's never surrender, especially in ranked. They have counters, they have abilities, they have items ready to stop me from doing my job. But I feel like I really tough it out. And I think, what do you guys think? I don't want to fucking brag. I don't want to sound like I'm better than I am, because I certainly am. I am a noob. There is no doubt about it. I am very bad at this game in some respects. But I think I played an awesome game this game. And if you guys agree, or perhaps want to add, you know, you played a good game, you played a decent game, your team won. But if you did this, you wouldn't have lost your lane phase, or if you did that, none of this would have ever been necessary. It would have been a much easier game, stuff like that. I'd love to fucking hear it. But that's it. We win. I don't know if they surrender or what, but yeah, yeah, they surrendered. No, they don't surrender. We just actually finished it. So that's that. It was a good game. It really, really felt like a good game, and I think I did a good job. So if anybody has anything to add, please do. Otherwise, still trying to figure out. Nobody's really helped me with this yet. When to aggressively ward, where to aggressively ward. I like right there the fucking victory thing. But anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching, guys.